Hello, everyone. I hope my voice is clear right now. So nice to see you all in the morning, fresh, ready for another 21-day program, which is called the Self Transformation, conducted by Pyramid Valley International. And we are glad many of you have already been part of Pyramid Valley's previous online sessions. And we will be meditating together for the next 21 days. So a small introduction about Pyramid Valley. Pyramid Valley is located at Bangalore. It is the international headquarters of Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement, which was started by Brahmarshi Patriji 40 years ago. Now, this has been the central nucleus where thousands of meditators do come down here and meditate in this energetic campus. Thus, Pyramid Valley has been a spiritual spot where people come down, relax themselves, regenerate themselves. And we've been conducting a lot of online and residential programs at Pyramid Valley. So you guys, if you have time, especially in this month, we are having 3 different residential programs, like every weekend. It is a Saturday, Sunday, different programs. So the 12th and 13th, we are having Quantum Creation by Chandra Pulamarsetti. And the next weekend would be Science of Happiness by Ananti Vijay. And the last weekend would be about the Tarot Card Wisdom by Purnima Rajan. And this is the online workshop of this month, which is happening from Pyramid Valley in the morning. And in the nights, we are having meditation for beginners. And I see a few of the members who have also joined from that program too. So that meditation has been happening in the night, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So this is the small introduction about Pyramid Valley, and we will be knowing about the beautiful, energetic, the new Shambhala campus in the forthcoming days too. So we will begin today's meditation. Let me just explain the process of meditation once. This is called Anapanasati, which was taught by Buddha 2,600 years ago. And now it has been clubbed with the pyramid energy through our wonderful guru, great master, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. So the main motive of PSSM is about the spread of breath meditation, adopting vegetarianism, study of spiritual science, and utilizing the pyramid energy. As part of that, we will be practicing this Anapanasati, which is breath mindfulness meditation in these 21 days. So what is Anapanasati? Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, and Sati means being with that. In a simpler terms to understand, just being with our own breath. And that is how we will be meditating. Our breath is our guru. So there is no requirement of chanting any mantra, nor visualizing any God form. We will be just observing our normal, natural breathing process. There is no any requirement of forceful breath. Nothing. And no requirement of holding the breath. Just simple, soft breath. Because whatever the task we do, now we are listening, I'm talking, the breath is always with us. In this meditation, we will be spending with our breath. So what is the connection is, when we are with the breath, the mind becomes empty. That is the connectivity. When the mind becomes empty, the inflow of cosmic energy happens. Now it's time. Let us listen from the wonderful master, meditation coach, Pradeep Vijay. Many of you would have attended a previous program, Transformation-1, and a small introduction about him. Pradeep Vijay had his quest for the truth and the eternal happiness. So he got into the meditation in the year 2008, and he was practicing it intensely for the full time for 3 years under the guidance of Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. Through that, he found his answers for his questions about the life, life after death, and the purpose of life on this earth. In the beginning of 2011, he started teaching meditation and spiritual science. He is very known for bringing humor, deep insights, and realizations to his teachings. He is also the custodian of a very special 144 facet divine crystal, which was gifted to him through the Galactic Council. We will also be experiencing the crystal meditation in our 21-day sessions. And his main mission is to teach meditation and spiritual science to all the seekers all over the world. And many have experiences in his sessions, a lot of transformations, understanding their self through the wisdom and also with the help of the crystal energy. I now request Pradeep ji to give us a brief about this 21-day session and also his message for this first day.
Thank you. Thank you, Shalini. Namaste to everyone. It's beautiful and wonderful to gather this morning, and we are going to gather every day in the morning for the next 21 days to take this self-transformation season 2. In the self-transformation season 1, we studied and we discussed in detail about the science of meditation and what is meditation, what is not meditation, stages of meditation, and sincerity and seriousness, and the teachings of Gautam Buddha, the teachings of Patanjali. So we studied various masters teaching about the enlightenment process. And fundamentally, it was all about, transforming ourselves in our day-to-day life, integrating spirituality in our day-to-day life, like cleaning the house, drinking plenty of water, having 2 meals a day, practicing silence, how we can transform ourselves from illness to wellness, from physical, emotional, and mental and spiritual aspects. So the transformation is from illness to wellness, from darkness to light. So this is a season 2. We'll continue on that theme. We'll discuss more aspects in the season 2. And also in this season, we'll continue the same format where we consciously work on ourselves. So the guidelines will be the same as the season 1. And for the people who are new and who didn't attend the season 1, there is a playlist in the PMC Valley. So please go through the playlist, and it will be very useful because what we covered in the season 1, we won't be covering in the season 2. So for the newcomers, please go and refer back. I request Shalini to paste the link playlist of the season 1, the chat box.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So fundamentally, we are going to enjoy this 21 days. It will be 90 minutes. Every day it will be 90 minutes. About 45 minutes will be meditation. Another 45 minutes we'll discuss some topic and we'll go through an interaction, question and answers. So every day there will be an opportunity to ask questions and everybody will have the opportunity to interact. See, one of the main advantages of this live sessions is your ability to interact. Concept-wise, you can read from the books, you can watch YouTube, you can get it from the internet. So concept is not a big deal. But your understanding of the concept, your fine-tuning of what you have read, of what you have understood, that requires Sajjana Sangatya. That requires discussion, a debate, a spiritual debate, questions and answers. So that is the main advantage of having a live session where you're able to clarify, fine-tune your own understanding. So every day we'll give priority for that as well. So how the program will be in this 21 days is, this 21 days we are going to get into a mode of transformation. We will prepare ourselves physically, emotionally, and mentally. First, physical preparation. Every day before the session, I request everybody to take a pen and note down all those points. We are going to experiment. Whatever we discuss, we are going to practically experiment. So the first point is, every day before we join the Zoom session, before 6 o'clock, we all take shower. Without taking shower, we will not sit for meditation. Because when you take shower, it cleanses the aura. So that's the first point. Second is, on an average, we drink 4 to 5 liters of water every day for the next 21 days. 4 to 5 liters of water every day. Our belly should be full of water all the time. And we won't eat 3 meals a day. We will eat only 2 meals a day. But if you're able to eat 1 meal a day, that's well and good. But we'll stick on to 2 meals a day, which is very easy to be followed. 2 meals a day, 12 hours apart. And you might ask, what if I feel hungry in between? If you feel hungry, drink water. Sometimes we confuse, for the thirst, we confuse it with hunger. If you are feeling hungry, you should first drink water. And after drinking water, still you are feeling hungry, that is the real hunger. So whenever you are feeling hungry, please drink water immediately. And eat more fruits, more salads, raw vegetables. But the cooked meal will restrict to only 2. Because a person who eats 1 meal a day is a yogi. A person who is eating 1 meal a day is ready for self-transformation. He's ready for self-realization. 1 meal a day is a yogi. 2 meal a day is a bogi. He wants to enjoy life. He wants to enjoy all the food. 3 meals a day is a rogi. By default, he will become a rogi. So, first week, let us be a bogi. Over a second week and third week, we'll try to be a yogi. Because for the newcomers, maybe it will not be easy to be on a 1 meal a day. So that's why for the first week, I would recommend we'll go at least 2 meals a day, 12 hours apart. And before you go to bed, every day before you go to bed, you take shower. So you're going to take shower 2 times a day. Before going to bed in the night, and in the next day in the morning before we gather. So this is the physical preparation. And every Sunday, we are going to experience mindfulness and mauna. Every Sunday. So on Sundays, Only on Sundays, there will be no interaction. There will be no subject concept. There will be only intense meditation every Sunday. And we will experiment ourselves how to practice mindfulness and how to practice Mauna. I will give you the guidelines tomorrow. For the practice of Mauna and mindfulness, I will discuss about the guidelines tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Saturday. We will discuss about it tomorrow. Mauna helps a lot for our emotional healing. That is the second aspect. And the third aspect is we will do meditation every day, and there will be Sajjana Sangatya. So that will take care of our mental detox. There is a physical detox, emotional detox, and mental detox. So these are the aspects we will take it forward over a period of time in this next 21 days. And today let us understand about what is this enlightenment? Why we have to go through this meditation, all the detox, why it is necessary, what is the goal? Now, before we do anything, we need to have clarity why we are doing and what we are expecting. So spirituality is, the moment you hear the word spirituality, then the associate word you expect is, oh, spirituality is for enlightenment. What is enlightenment? What is the definition of enlightenment? Enlightenment means very simple. You are in light. There is no more darkness. You are in light. So when you are in light, what happens? When you are in light, there is no pain and suffering. There is only clarity. There is only happiness. Only when we don't have clarity, we suffer. We suffer because of the lack of clarity. Lack of clarity is nothing but darkness. We don't know anything about ourselves. We don't know why we are born. We don't know who we are, what we are. What is the purpose of life? What happens after death? We don't understand many things. So there is a lot of darkness, and that leads to suffering. So the more we have clarity, the more we have light, there is no suffering. We are enlightened. And is enlightenment a journey? Or is it one point where one day we become enlightened and that's it? After that, nothing more to worry. Many people think enlightenment is just a moment where you become enlightened, you meditate, you become enlightened, and that's it, finished. Mukti, moksha, game over. We don't need to come back to earth. Finished. It's not like that. Enlightenment is a spectrum. It's a journey. Gautam Buddha's main teaching is a Four Noble Truth, four Arya Satyas. The first is, he discovered there is suffering everywhere. Because the humanity is in darkness, the humanity is in ignorance. The suffering is bound to be there. So that is the first noble truth. Suffering is there everywhere. And the second truth is the suffering is because of Krishna. Krishna means greed. Krishna means greed. Excessive, uncontrollable desires. Greed. That is the second noble truth. Suffering is because of Krishna. And the third noble truth, the greed is because of avidya. Avidya means ignorance, lack of proper understanding of life. That is the third noble truth. Avidya, ignorance. And the fourth noble truth is, if you want to come out of the ignorance, then you have to follow the Ashtanga mark. the path. He has given the path to come out of the ignorance, to come out of avidya. This is the greatest teaching of Gautam Buddha. And we have discussed in detail in the season 1. So let us understand more about enlightenment today. Let me share my screen. Enlightenment journey. Today being the first day in this 21 days series. We are going to have the right foundation, right footing, the right understanding to help ourselves. Before we understand this enlightenment journey, let us understand the stages in our soul evolution. Like we have the age of the body, we also have the age of the soul. The age of the soul is directly proportional to the number of lifetimes the soul takes, and also the experiences the soul gathers in those lifetimes. The soul, on an average, according to some spiritual books, the soul takes an average of 400 lifetimes from the first incarnation to the final incarnation, where there is no more need to come back to the earth. So when the soul has descended and taken upon a physical body, that is called incarnation. The soul has incarnated. And after that lifetime, the soul goes back to the causal worlds and takes one more lifetime, because one lifetime is not sufficient to learn all the lessons on the planet Earth. One lifetime is not sufficient to become a perfected master, to become an enlightened master. One lifetime is not sufficient for the self-realization. One lifetime is not sufficient to finish up all the syllabus and subject of the planet Earth. Earth is like a school, a wonderful school, where the soul learns a lot of lessons. So the soul takes many lifetimes, hundreds of lifetimes. So when the soul takes another lifetime, it is called reincarnation. So the first few lifetimes, the soul is an infant soul. And as it graduates, progresses forward, we call it as a baby soul, because it has grown a little bit. And similarly, after a few incarnations, the soul becomes a young soul, then a mature soul, then an old soul, then a transcendental soul, then an infinite soul. So let us understand about what are the qualities of these stages, so that we understand in which stage we are in and what we need to do to graduate further. So let us understand the gunas, the 3 gunas, because understanding these gunas help us to understand the evolution of the soul as well. The first guna, we have 3 gunas, and the 4th one is you are not in any guna, that is nirguna. So first let us understand the 3 gunas. The first one is tamoguna. So people who are in this tamoguna, their focus is only on survival. And they are more body conscious people. So for them, it's eating, sleeping, family life, sex, marriage, children. That's all for them life is. Their happiness is associated with their body, with their physical existence. Materialistic comforts make them happy. This is tamoguna people. Basically, they are very lethargic, bit lazy. Their very general attitude is they are lazy and lethargic. This is Tamoguna. The next is Rajoguna. Rajoguna people, they are evolved than the Tamoguna people. So Rajoguna, they're always on one up. They always want to be better than their neighbors. The one up consciousness. If the neighbor has one car, they want two cars. They always are in the comparison mode. They want to be better than others. And they are into name, fame, recognition, dominance, superiority, power, control, authority. So these people, they are more mind dominated. Rajoguna people, they are mind dominated. They use their mental capabilities. They use their mind for their happiness. And Sattvika Guna people, they are evolved than the Rajoguna people. So they have learned that whatever the name and the fame and whatever they get in their life is temporary. So along with name and fame, being dominant, being authoritative, they have to do certain things to be in the dominant position. So which they feel is enough. No, I want to be peaceful. I just want to live a happy life. I don't want suffering in life. So this kind of attitude, these Sattvika Guna people, they are heart-based people. So Tamoguna is body consciousness, Rajoguna is mind consciousness, and Sattvika Guna, they use their heart, they use their feelings. I don't want to hurt anybody. No, I want to be a good person. So this is the attitude of Sattvika Guna people. Now, in this soul evolution, the infant soul and the baby soul, they are Tamoguna people. They focus on survival. They've taken only few incarnations. They are getting adapted to the planet Earth. Their main focus is survival. So that is their focus. So infant and baby soul, they come under Tamoguna. These young souls, they are full of energy. They want to be the leaders. They always want to lead other people. All the religious leaders, political leaders, people, the CEOs, the managers who are behind name, fame, money, property, wealth, authority. They are young souls. And they are Rajoguna. And mature souls are Sattvika Guna people. These mature souls, mostly you will find, they are into arts, music, sports. So they are much more evolved than young souls. And mature souls want to do service, physical service. They focus on physical service, giving food to others. And, like Mother Teresa kind of activities, taking care of education of the needy people, taking care of the health, building hospitals, building roads, helping the infrastructure. So these are mature souls. And they take many lifetimes. And the key for how the soul graduates from one level to another level is their level of happiness. The beginning stages, they are happy in their body level. And then they graduate. Then they focus on the mind. And they explore all the aspects of the mind, like domination, authoritative, manipulation. And after that, they say, no, I'm not satisfied. Where can I get more happiness? So then they get into a mature soul where they are focused in arts, they're focused in music, they're focused in sports, they're focused in creativity, and they're focused on social service, physical social service. So then they say, okay, I have taken many lifetimes. Yes, I feel good while doing this painting. I feel good while giving food to others, while taking care of others. But still there is somewhere inside me, I'm not feeling settled. I'm not feeling peaceful. Why so many people have to suffer? Why somebody is born rich? Why somebody is born poor? Why these things are happening? I want to understand all those things. So then they graduate to old soul. So old soul means they are very evolved souls, and they start looking for answers. They start looking for meaning in life. So that means they are an old soul. So the enlightenment journey begins when the search for the truth begins, my dear friends. The moment you question the very fundamental aspect of life, so that means your enlightenment journey has already begun. So that is the first stage. So the first stage is called enlightenment before enlightenment. So after you come across all the tamoguna, rajoguna, sattvika guna, then your real journey starts. Your journey into yoga begins. Your enlightenment journey begins. So that is the first stage, enlightenment before enlightenment. The very quest to know, to understand the truth happens. And in this stage, the person will gather a lot of information, will read a lot of books, will go to pillar and post to many gurus, many workshops. They will attend many workshops. They want to know. So they want to understand the truth using their logical, mental capabilities. Then finally they realize that enlightenment is not something to be realized. Enlightenment is not something to be understood, but it is something to be realized. So then they start meditating. So that is the end of the old soul. But then they start meditating. Then they experience enlightenment. They realize enlightenment. They realize that they are pure consciousness. Journey doesn't start there. Journey doesn't end there. The journey begins. The enlightenment journey continues. The real journey starts after enlightenment. There is enlightenment after enlightenment. So we take many, many, many births in this enlightenment process. It's not one lifetime. It's many, many lifetimes to perfect our enlightenment, to fine-tune our enlightenment. We take many, many lifetimes. That is enlightenment after enlightenment. So in the enlightenment before enlightenment stage, the inquiry, the self-inquiry begins. Who am I? What am I? What is the ultimate truth? Why a person has to be born if he is going to die? Why there is so much of suffering on the planet Earth? Why there is so much of inequality? Why? So the question why begins in this. And it might take many lifetimes. So people might take many, many lifetimes in this journey. In the beginning stages, they are interested in philosophy. Philosophy means love towards the truth. Your curiosity, your natural attraction towards the truth. So that is the beginning stages. You don't practice truth, but you like to listen to truth. Because through the listening, you want to understand. So that is nothing but philosophy. Philosophy is love towards the truth, but you are not in the truth. So this is the first stage. And after taking many lifetimes in this, reading books, going to many ashrams, going to many gurus, going to many workshops, they keep listening, they keep listening, they keep listening. And finally, they become fed up. They say, I understand many things. Theoretically, I understand many things. But practically, I'm not happy in my life. I'm still suffering in my life. So there is a lot of frustration. The frustration is because theoretically they know the truth, but they never experience the truth. So out of this frustration, they say, enough is enough. I don't want anything. I just want to experience the truth. So when they get to that stage, they drop everything and they practice. Their only focus is not to listen to the truth. Their focus is experience the truth. Then the actual enlightenment happens. So Gautama Buddha, he went from pillar to post. He left his palace. When Gautama Buddha saw suffering, he left his palace in search of the truth. So that is the first stage. For 5 years, for 5.5 years, he went from pillar to post, from gurus to gurus, practiced every single thing, whatever the guru said. So that is the first stage, enlightenment before enlightenment. And then finally, he left everything and he sat under a tree. And then he discovered Anapanasati meditation. So that is the actual enlightenment, where he is no more interested in any search. Then he experienced enlightenment. He practiced meditation, Anapanasati meditation. And in this Anapanasati meditation, he realized that I am not the body, my soul, I am Atma. And his third eye got awakened. And he saw all his past lives. So that is the actual enlightenment. The actual enlightenment is the experience that you are not the body. As simple as that. Your own experience that you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are pure consciousness. That is enlightenment. So Gautama Buddha got enlightened sitting under a Bodhi tree with the practice of Anapanasati meditation. He discovered Anapanasati meditation because one day he's fed up and he sat under the tree. I said, I don't even have the desire to get enlightened. I don't even want to enlighten. I don't even want enlightenment in my life. So for the first time, he dropped all his desires and he sat peacefully under the tree. And for the first time, when he was so much at peace, nothing to do, nowhere to go, the mind is totally at peace. That is the first time something happened with him. And he realized, hey, I did nothing. No desires. I was so calm and so peaceful. I'm just with my own self. That's when something happened. So let me try again. So he consciously sat doing nothing. When you do nothing, when you make your body still and nothing, no desires, nowhere to go, nothing to do, the only thing which happens is you are breathing. The natural breath is happening. So he started witnessing that natural breath. Then he opened his third eye. His third eye got awakened. Then he saw all his past lives. And he saw in his past life, he's already enlightened. He's already a great teacher. But even though he's a great teacher in the past life, in this lifetime, the journey has to begin from the enlightenment, before enlightenment. We might all been enlightened in our past lives, but in this lifetime, the journey begins again. But once we experience the enlightenment, then our journey continues from where we stopped, from the past life. But the beginning, initial search is there for everybody in every lifetime. So this is the second stage. And the third is enlightenment after enlightenment. The enlightenment after enlightenment is he realized that he is pure consciousness. And with the understanding of with the awakening of the third eye, he realizes he's already enlightened in his past life. So now the perfection happens. The perfection of the enlightenment begins. So they will anchor themselves in spirituality. So they will dedicate their lives towards perfection of their enlightenment. They are into service, not physical service, but spiritual service. And they will be into research, reading a lot of spiritual books, understanding other enlightened masters, and study of many aspects. They are always into experiment. They are not blindly believing anything. They're always into research mode, experiment mode. And whatever they experiment, whatever they learn, they teach to others. Because the more you teach, the more you learn, the more you perfect your understanding, the more you teach. So we take lifetimes where we learn from others, and we take lifetimes where we teach to others. So there are learning lifetimes and there are teaching lifetimes also. So the teaching lifetimes are enlightenment after enlightenment. So after Gautam Buddha got enlightened, so his mission is he realized he's already a teacher in his past life. Now the enlightenment after enlightenment continues. So he wants to spread the truth. So he gave the 4 noble truths. And to come out of the suffering, to come out of the darkness, he gave the path, the eightfold path. The right views, right intentions, right speech, right actions, right livelihood, right efforts, right concentration, which is mindfulness, and right meditation. So this is his teaching. So this is the enlightenment after enlightenment. Now, let us understand a little more about this enlightenment journey. The first stage, which is an Arihant, is an Arihant is a person whose focus is on sincere meditation. So Arihant is a person who meditates sincerely, seriously. His only goal of life is the practice of meditation. He's not interested in any theoretical subjects. He's not interested, he's no more interested in any workshops. He's no more interested in any gyan. His only focus is practice, practice, practice. So with that intense practice of meditation, he understands, he experiences that he is pure Atma, his pure consciousness. So that stage is called Arihant. So in that stage, he becomes eligible to get promoted to the higher dimensions. So that means he graduates from causal world. Many people, normal people, they go from physical to astral, astral to mental, and mental to causal. From causal, they take one more birth to the physical in the reincarnation. So that is for the normal people. But for the Arihant, because he has experienced enlightenment, he has experienced truth. So he becomes eligible to go after he vacates the body from physical to goes to astral. From astral, he goes to mental. From mental, he goes to causal. From causal, he goes to supracausal. He graduates to supracausal. And from supracausal, he plans his one more lifetime. So that is the Arihant. So to understand very simply, a person who does very intense sadhana to experience the truth is an Arihant. And after that, is again born again. Many people think once you become Arihant, once you experience enlightenment, that is the final lifetime. No, that is not right. You have to take a few more lifetimes because the perfection of the enlightenment is the need of the hour after Arihant. So the next lifetime, once he becomes an Arihant, the next lifetime he takes is a Bodhisattva. A Bodhisattva is a person who comes back as a teacher, or some people call it as a light worker. They want to teach others. Once you have experienced the truth with your own meditation, you want to be a teacher of meditation. You want to be a teacher of spiritual science. And people in this Bodhisattva stage, in the Arihant stage, they are only into practice. They are not into teaching. In the Bodhisattva stage, they are also into practice and also into teaching, both. They want to perfect their own enlightenment. So they dedicate their life for enlightening others also, by teaching others also. And by teaching others, they also perfect their learning. And in this Bodhisattva stage, they release a lot of their residual ego. In the Arihant stage, they come out of the ego. In the Arihant stage, they realize that they are not the ego. So they come out of the ego. But in the Bodhisattva stage, even though you have come out of the ego, there are a lot of residues. We have taken many, many lifetimes. So there are a lot of residues of the ego. So in the Bodhisattva stage, they consciously release the residual ego. They are not yet perfect masters. The Bodhisattva people are masters. They are enlightened people, but they are not yet perfected. Because they are not yet perfected because they still have the residual ego. So they consciously let go of the residual ego. And these people, they become a great inspiration for others. Because they start living the truth. They not only speak the truth, they live the truth. Whatever the truth they know, they live it. So they become a great inspiration for others. So they become an inspiration. Oh, if he can do it, we can also do it. So he will radiate that inspiration energy around. So that is the Bodhisattva stage. So here in this Bodhisattva stage, you take many, many lifetimes. So this is enlightenment after enlightenment journey. Then the very final lifetimes is a Buddha stage. So in our soul evolution, let me go back to the slides. So in our soul evolution, the end of the old soul starts seeking the truth. Once you graduate to the old soul, you start seeking the truth. And towards the end of the old soul, you do a lot of meditation and you become Arihant. And once you become Arihant, that means you have transcended to the supracausal worlds. So then you are called a transcendental soul. The transcendental soul is nothing but a Bodhisattva stage. So in the Bodhisattva stage, you take many lifetimes. You come as a teacher. Again and again, you are a teacher and again you are a student simultaneously. So that is a transcendental soul. Then finally, the very final lifetimes, you become a Buddha, become a Christ consciousness, you become a Buddha consciousness, you become an infinite soul. But then there is no need to come back to the earth because you have become an infinite consciousness. You become a co-creator. So this is the infinite soul. So that is the final stages of enlightenment after enlightenment. They are fully enlightened beings. They are perfect masters. Example are a Mahavir, a Gautama Buddha, a Jesus Christ. These are the examples of the final lifetimes, a perfect Buddhahood. Now, you might ask the question, okay, now we are in this 21 days self-transformation program. We are all in different stages. Of course, our enlightenment journey has begun. We have to understand that we are all old souls. We are all at least old souls. Some are in the Arihant stage, some are in the Bodhisattva stage. So what should we do to become perfect masters? So that is the question. Okay, now what should I do? I want to grow. I want to become a perfect master. What should I do? So for that, we will focus on yamas and niyamas. This is given by the great Rishi, Maharshi, Brahmarshi, enlightened master Patanjali. There are 5 yamas and 5 niyamas. If we are able to focus on this 5 yamas and 5 niyamas, then we are becoming a perfect master. What are yamas? Yamas means we have a perfect control on our principles, ethics of our life, our principles of our life. So there are 5 yamas. Number 1 is ahimsa. Ahimsa means you are not involved in any violence. You are not into killing. You don't want to hurt any living beings. That is the first quality. This should be the principle of your life. Yamas are principles of the life. And niyamas are perfect control on our everyday activities. So before we go to the everyday activities, first we should understand our principles of life. What principles should we have on our life to become a perfect master? First is ahimsa, non-violence. To be compassionate to all beings. And the second is satya, truth. To always speak the truth, come what may. Even that means you're going to get killed, so what? You understand there is no death. So you always speak the truth. You're always authentic. What you think is what you speak, is what you do. That means you are in satya. You are an authentic person. And the third is brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means you are always in the soul consciousness, not in the body consciousness. You live your life. Your life approach is I'm a pure soul, I'm not the body. So for example, if you're going through a cough or a cold or a fever, you won't take medicines. You say, I'm not the body, I'm soul. So you will meditate more and you will be more sensitive towards your body. You will be sensitive towards your body, but you will live life every moment with understanding that there is no death. You are a pure soul. This is brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means a person who lives in the soul consciousness, not in the body consciousness. And then asteya. Asteya means there is no comparison. You realize, you understand that we are all unique and we are all beautiful. No two people on the planet Earth are the same. You are as unique as possible. So if you are as unique, then you are as precious as possible. You are very precious. And everybody is unique and everybody's journey is unique. No need to compare with others. So when you understand that you are unique, you are precious, you are diamond. Everybody is precious. So then there is no comparison. So when there is no comparison, there is no jealousy. In your life, there is no jealousy. In your life, you never compare with anybody. So this is asteya. Then aparigraha. Aparigraha means you take what is needed for your needs, but you are always focused on service. You're always focused on the welfare of others. You are in the Vasudhaiva Kutumbaka. You say, I want to take care of the whole of the planet Earth. You will take care of your body needs, but your focus is always to serve others, to take care of the whole of the humanity. Always in service, service, service. Okay. This is aparigraha. This is the fifth point. So these are the 5 yamas we should integrate in our life as principles of our life. So when we have the perfect control on these principles and at any given point in our life, so that means we are perfecting ourselves. And the niyamas. Niyamas are the perfect control on our everyday affairs. So how is our attitude in our everyday life? So that's the niyamas. So there are 5 niyamas. And these yamas and niyamas are given by the great master, Patanjali. So the first is cleanliness. So in the self-transformation season 1, we spoke about how to make our home our ashram. Why it is important to keep clean our house, our surroundings. Always wear clean clothes. Always take shower. Okay. So this is cleanliness. This should be our everyday affair. To keep our clothes, to keep ourselves, to keep our surroundings, everything clean. And next, santosha, contentment. So when a person is happy in all the situations, success, failure, loss in the business, or profit in the business, somebody insults you, somebody praises you, or some loved ones passes away, vacates the body. In every situation, you are happy. When somebody passes away, you understand there is no death, so you will never be sad. You say, okay, he has gone back to the higher worlds. So there is no dukkha. In our everyday affair, there is no dukkha. In any given situation, you're always happy. You are contented. You are contented with what you have. You are not ambitious. I want to manifest that. I want to manifest this. I want to be the manager. I want to be the CEO. You are not agitated. You are contented. So only with contentment comes happiness. You are happy in all situations. That should be our everyday approach. Then tapaha. Tapaha means self-discipline. So we don't eat too much. We don't involve in indulgence. So we eat only one meal a day. We eat only 2 meals a day to take care of our body, to enjoy the food. And we don't sleep too much. We sleep whatever is necessary for our body. 4 to 5 hours of sleep is necessary for the body. But more than that, we don't waste time. We meditate and we read books. So the more you do meditation, more naturally your sleep requirement reduces. So tapaha means self-discipline. Simply means, there is no complaints whatsoever. Tapaha. You are adapted to all the situations. Whatever might be the situation, you are adapted. You travel to some place, there is no facility to sleep. The mattress is not good. The rooms are not good. You are going for a spiritual gathering. The facilities are not good. You don't complain. Okay, the bed is not good. So what? I'll sleep on the floor. Or if I can't sleep on the floor, I'll sit and meditate the whole night. If you have food to eat, you will enjoy the meal. If you don't have food to eat, so what? So you are adapted to all the situations. So you are a self-disciplined person. So that is tapaha. So every day you should adapt to whatever the situation around. And the third and the fourth is swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means self-study. Swa-adhyaya, self-study. So the more you read the books, the more you understand a lot about yourself. You understand other great masters. While understanding the other great masters, simultaneously you understand yourself. So that is swadhyaya. So every day we should always read books. We should always listen to others' experiences. We should always learn from others. So the more you are learning from others, the more you are learning about yourself, the more you are perfecting yourself. That is swa-adhyaya, self-study. The final is Ishvara Pranidhana. It means to see everybody as God. To see every Aham Brahmasmi stage, to see God in everywhere. The essence of me, Aham Brahmasmi means the essence of me is the essence of the whole creation. You see God in every living being. So in your everyday approach, you are seeing God in everybody. So in the Arihant stage, you see God in yourself. But in the Bodhisattva stage, you see God in everybody. Every person you interact with, every living being you see, you always see the Godhood inside them. Then you start appreciating their beauty. When you see God in everybody, then you don't see their negatives. You see only their positives. You see only their beauty. So then naturally, everybody wants to be your friend. When you are able to see beauty in everybody, when you recognize the beauty of others, then everybody wants to be your friend. The Maitreya happens only when you are able to see God in everybody. So if you are able to practice this in our everyday life, then we are perfecting ourselves towards Christ consciousness, towards Buddha consciousness. So this is the theme of this 21 days transformation season 2, my dear friends. So I think we have discussed the foundation. On this, we will build upon this 21 days sequence. If you have any questions, we will take 1 or 2 questions. Yes, please raise your hand if you have any questions or if you want to discuss anything. I know after going through this enlightenment journey, you feel like you don't want to open the mouth. You feel like little stunned. That is the nature of the truth. When you listen to the truth, your whole being is into that heightened state of consciousness. You feel stunned. Nevertheless, we'll take few questions just to integrate what we have discussed today.
Okay. Small request for participants. So whoever has raised your hands, probably possible, please switch on your video. So it would be really easy for the communication. And also, when you talk, please tell where you are been logging in from. So you can introduce yourself. and be precise in asking the questions. Thank you.
Yes, and we will unmute only whoever is on the video as a first priority. Okay. So, Divangar.
Yes. Good morning, sir. I'm Divakar and I'm from Chennai. So it's audible, right, sir?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. So thank you. And like within a short span of time, it was more informations to be understood and to be learned during this session. So my direct question is like the stages of soul's evolutions. So when you are one by one, we are briefing about the infant soul, baby soul, each and every soul. I was able to compare myself in all the, like I have been there in all the souls actually. So how to identify, sir, whether from like my current situation, which soul I belong, or like what are the gunas I am like. I can see all the three gunas into my day-to-day things actually.
Okay, very good question. You see, we have all the gunas within us.
Yes.
Everybody has all the gunas. But when I mentioned about tamo guna, rajo guna, sattvika guna, that means they are stuck there. So that means that is their predominant quality. You know, but if you are not stuck there, you are not in that, you are not stuck in that guna. So for example, we all have the survival instincts. You know, we all want to take care of our body. We all want mental pleasures. You know, we all want to take care of the family. We all want a certain recognition. But what is your priority in life? That determines your stage. So if your priority is to serve, then if your priority is to be a good person, to do service, and to be in the arts and sports and creativity, then you are a mature soul. But if your priority in life is to know the truth, you are interested to know the truth, philosophy, that means you are a very old soul. If your priority is to only do meditation and to experience the truth, then you are in the final stages of the old soul, you are an arihant. But if you have an urge to not only to do meditation, but to teach meditation to others, then you are in the transcendental soul stage. Okay. So what is your goal of life? That determines in what level of evolution you are in. If your goal of life is only to eat, sleep, that's it. So that means you are a baby and infant soul. If your goal of life is to achieve mission, I want to manifest this, I want to manifest that, I want to be a CEO, I want to be a political leader, I want to be a religious leader, you know, I want name and fame, I want everybody to respect me. So then you are a young soul. So what is the priority of your life? That determines in which level you are.
Okay. So the priority will change, right? So in every transformation we do?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the priority, sometimes it might change within the same lifetime. Sometimes it takes many lifetimes. Okay. For example, I'll give an example. For example, you are a meditator in your past life. For example, you are a meditator in your past life and you have experienced the truth. So in this lifetime, you might be born in a normal family and you will go through all those initial stages of, you know, I want to study well, I want to get this job and I want to earn money. You will go through all those things. But once you achieve all those things, then you said, no, this is not what I want. You are still incomplete.
Correct.
You know, as a child, you thought earning money will give you happiness. But you earn money, but happiness was not there. So you will not waste time in earning more and more and more money. Immediately, you will say, the very first salary you get, you say, this doesn't give me happiness. This is not what I want. I'm looking for something else. So you might cross the stage, but you will not stuck there.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Next. Nigma.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर. आपने जो भी बताया बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आ गया. मतलब बहुत डाउट्स थे वो क्लियर हो गए. माय क्वेश्चन इज इन पतंजलि.
मैडम कहां से बात कर रहे हैं?
सॉरी, आई एम फ्रॉम मुंबई.
Okay, go
तो
ahead.
इन पतंजलि योग सूत्र where I have read about brahmacharya is celibacy and you have talked about कि हर एक चीज, मतलब हर एक व्यक्ति को हम एज अ सोल कॉन्शियसनेस में हम रहते हैं. तो वो डिफरेंस नहीं समझ में आ रहा है मुझे.
See, Patanjali's Yoga Sutras is misunderstood by many people. I've discussed in detail about in the season 1. So in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, they start with yamas and niyamas. So these yamas and niyamas are in the final lifetimes. Yamas and niyamas. If you have yamas and niyamas, then you don't need meditation work. So for example, if you are a healthy person, you don't go to doctor. If you're a healthy person, you never go to doctor. If you're a healthy person, you don't need medicines. Similarly, for the person who is having yamas and niyamas, he doesn't need meditation. He's already a perfect master. So yamas, that is the main misunderstanding in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, because they say we should start with yamas and niyamas. So then people say, oh, yamas and niyamas are too much for me. Maybe this is not for me. Maybe not in this lifetime. Maybe some other lifetime. So they don't go into yoga. So it should start with asana. Okay. And yamas are the final. So yamas and niyamas are the final outcome of a Buddhahood. Right? So this is the main misunderstanding. And brahmacharya, people think brahmacharya is taking a celibacy. No, brahmacharya is not that. Brahmacharya means Brahma. Charya means you are in the God consciousness. Brahma is creation, God. You are in the God consciousness. And that is a yama. Yama means this is the principle of my life. That I live my whole life as a soul consciousness, not as a body consciousness. So there are many misunderstandings. When we don't do meditation, we don't understand Patanjali. We don't understand Buddha. Like, for example, you don't know cricket. You don't understand Dhoni. You don't understand Tendulkar. You don't understand what great player they are until you know cricket, until you play cricket. So if you want to understand the great masters, you have to meditate. If you don't meditate, you will never understand the teachings of Jesus Christ. Okay, so there's a lot of misunderstandings. That's why meditation becomes very, very important. So that's why Swadhyaya comes towards the final. Because if you're not a meditator, you read books, you misunderstand it. But if you're a meditator and then you read books, you understand the right way. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes. So the next, Gunjan.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, madam.
Sir, my question is related to after attending your last session. So I have been trying to learn meditation, and now I am able to concentrate at least for 1.5 hours. But when I see YouTubes, I see that people are having experiences. I never had any experience, but I find some positive changes in me. So am I going right?
You want to hear the truth?
Yeah.
Meditation is not to have experience. Meditation is for realization, not for experiences. When you don't have any experience,
Yeah.
that means you are in meditation. You are in a meditative state. So having meditation is for the beginners of meditation, and having no experience is actual meditation.
Thank you, sir, because I was always in doubt that I'm doing something wrong somewhere. I'm not having any experience.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You are in the right track. I never had any experience in my meditation. Zero.
Okay. I
I
also did not have any because I attended you were the first teacher in meditation for me. I attended your last session and now I joined again. Fortunately, I just came across that you have another session now. And since then I have been trying, but now I can sit for like 1.5 hours at a time and even twice a day also, but no experience.
That's fine, madam. That is perfect. Having no experience at the final stages in the meditation journey.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Next.
a small announcement, Pradeep, before we go for the next question. So, dear friends, you all have been asking about this session. So, today's session will be uploaded on the Pyramid Valley YouTube channel. And I have also posted the season 1's playlist in the chat above. So, you can also search it in the Pyramid Valley YouTube channel, the 21-day self-transformation season 1. All the videos are available in a particular single playlist. And probably when you have registered for this program on the Pyramid Valley website also, we have given the link. So you can please go through, because most of the basic topics are already been covered in it. So it would be really helpful if you can go through those parallelly. So there was a question, and it is not a must. It is not like going from one level to the other. It is like not like a syllabus, but it would be really helpful if you can go through those videos once, so that the basic doubts and few of the clarifications and the foundation topics have been covered in the season 1. So it will be helpful for us to continue in this season 2 easily. And I've also posted a Telegram link into the chat box. So if you want to ask some questions, or if you want to share your transformation experiences on the group, so you are always welcome. So we will get back to everyone in that group. So this is also posted in your chat box. So I'll post it again for the requirements. Yes, so we will take another last question and close the session for today.
Yes, so we stick on to the time, and today we have exceeded a little bit time, so that's fine. But people who have raised their hands, don't be disappointed, because tomorrow we will address all the things. So whatever are the questions you had today, you please, whoever didn't get the opportunity, you please ask tomorrow, and every single question will be clarified before we move further. Okay, so we'll take the last question of the day. Okay, so Deepti.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, madam.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to ask this question. My question is related to the process. It is related to the shower early in the morning and before going to sleep. It is from the head we need to take the shower, because for girls with big hairs, it is difficult to.
It's all your choice, madam. A body shower, I mean, cleansing the aura, the body shower is compulsory. Whether you want to take head shower or not, it is your choice.
Okay, but that will not affect the process, right?
No. Body shower is a must. So when you take shower, what happens? Your aura is cleansed. You know, in the whole day, we go through a lot of things. You know, we meet so many people, we go out and we do a lot of interaction. So with that energy, you know, you sleep, then your sleep is a little bit disturbed, but you take a shower, then your aura is cleansed. And then you meditate for a few minutes, and then you go to sleep. Then you have a very good sleep. Again, the next day, early in the morning, in the sleep, we visit, our astral body comes out and we visit a lot of astral worlds. You know, sometimes the dreams are nice, sometimes the dreams are not nice. You know, sometimes we get not so pleasant dreams. So when we get up first thing in the morning, you know, you take shower, and then we join the session. So that whenever we take shower, what happens? The aura cleansing happens, and our real original aura radiates back again. So that is the reason we say it is always a good practice. Always a good practice before you sit for meditation. Take a quick shower and then sit for meditation. That helps in your meditation.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, with lukewarm water is fine.
Sorry?
Sir, with lukewarm water is fine. The temperature of the water.
That's all your choice.
Okay.
All your choice. Lukewarm water, cold water, hot water, everything is your choice. Whatever makes you happy.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, friends. So as I said again, don't be disappointed, don't be disheartened. Tomorrow, every question will be answered before we go further. And tomorrow we'll discuss more about the silence. We'll discuss how to practice silence and mindfulness. And because mindfulness is very, very important if you want to transform yourself. Your transformation depends a lot on your mindfulness and meditation. So we'll discuss in detail about it tomorrow. Thank Thank you very much. Namaste to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Pradeep ji. So the first day of this 21-day session, enlightenment journey, especially what is enlightenment before enlightenment, and enlightenment after enlightenment. So it was a wonderful session today. And of course, guys, do meditation again whenever possible in the rest of the time of the day. And we will all meet again tomorrow at 6 a.m. So we will be having meditation, and also the session would be about mindfulness and silence. So a few of the members have asked about the night meditation session. So the details are given on the pyramidvalley.org website. So in the programs, you will have a session called Mindfulness for Beginners. So in that, you can get the link. Through that, you can join for the night meditation sessions. Thank you, everyone.